Blah, 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 blah. Okay, there it is. Hi, everyone. I hope everyone's doing okay, doing all right, doing what they can do, doing what they want, along with other things. Gotta make sure OBS is above stream avatars. Ta-ta! Alright. Yeah, once again, hello everyone. Hopefully everyone's doing okay, doing alright, doing what they can, doing what they want, doing how they feel. Today is going to be a continuation of more DnD Party creation. A sense of being me. That is of the DnD variety. And yada yada. And hi, I do apologize, but I have no idea where to even start how to say your name. But hopefully you're having a good evening on the YouTube side. Yeah, nothing else to really talk about, so I'm just gonna get straight to it. So, given last week, I apparently screwed up on the save with the cat. So, I guess we're gonna be restarting from, the point of putting on fair. I mean, at least we got it with the toe beans and all that, at the very least, so there's that at least. One set of toe beans, actually. I just now noticed. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go like that, honestly. Could just make a straight tail. And then we go roughly like that. Vertices. Plus we got a lot more of this taken away. Given that we were in the X-ray and all. And then a quick mirror. Okay. And we get clipping on X-ray. Oh, this could be a bit annoying. Probably because we remeshed the last time. Because we've, what's it called? Voxeled it. Yeah. I guess that's the only issue with using that method. You get a very, very glitchy. Okay. So we get up to right there. That brings us to practically right there. And that brings us to right around there. There. Hello, Patrick. And, yeah, I have absolutely no idea what you're trying to say there, Fabio? Yeah, Fabio. But I hope the two of you are having a good evening. Now, we straighten that up. I believe there was an extra set of edges right here. Just be gone. But yeah, how's everyone doing? Select everything over again. Oof. It never gets easier. No. But yeah, how's your Friday evening so far? Anything good happening? Get something good to drink, eat? Uh, telescopes, I think it's called. So I think that should be everything. That's just a click. Alright. This one. Um. Hmm. Okay, three, I swear I did. This one should be fine. And then we straighten it out and extrude it. Now, there, new cattail applied. Aha. No, we wanted to and shrink it. And then shrink it again. Again on the Y. Shrink it more. Move it in more. Fill. Like, click. Like, I get it. It's an ugly old tail. Hopefully it gets better. It's an ugly fat tail. Okay. That actually makes it a little bit better. Not by much, but a little bit, in my opinion. But we mostly did that just to fix the issue with the fact that it wasn't really symmetrizing on the X, because it didn't pirate software? That came out of nowhere. Is it because my model is so beautiful? I get it, I am perfection. I mean, if that was true, I wouldn't be working on a new model in the background. Which, after a little bit more polishing, should be seeable in the next month. Get the little kitty cat, tiny little neck, because they are kitten. But yeah, how are you doing, by the way, Patrick? Things going well, things going not so well. If it's something you don't want to share, then don't feel pressured to. But I am still slightly curious if a Good Friday is being a Good Friday. Maybe I do need to. There we go. Flatten that a smidge bit. And flatten that a smidge bit. Okay, let's make a little bit of a cut for the nostrils if I can. Yeah, that basically does it. Summer break. Hopefully you're enjoying yourself. A lot of people forget how to do that during any sort of breaks of theirs. Which is, you know, one way sad, three times worrisome. I'm going on vacation. What are you gonna do? All the work I've never done. Like what? Oh, thank you. I very honestly don't get that very much. Thank you very much for the compliment. And how are you, Spades? I gotta get do something about this glare. That should hopefully work. But yeah, how are you? Okay, and then extrude once more, bring more back, and fill. I'm doing well, but, you know, it's a matter of how well Blender's gonna listen to me tonight. It's gonna be the biggest factor. But so far, I believe I'm doing great. I wonder how Blender's gonna curb stomp my teeth from saying that. Paddock, he's doing fine. Hurry, take away his sculpting privileges. Feel like that's gonna be happening in like 20 minutes. It's gonna be screaming, no! My sculpting privileges! I use that to make pretty stuff, I swear. The age-old of, I'm doing alright. One little thing screws up on your art project. I dislike everything. How does anarchy start again? And yeah, this is the DnD Party. Except for the Mimic. The Mimic is an NPC they adopted. But we have let me go in object mode so I could semi-separate them. So we have our Dragonborn, who is the leader of the group, and the Barbarian, who refuses to wear a proper shirt and pants. And then we got Huey, the human fighter / paladin. And the Mimic was the first project. Honestly, it was a thing that started it all. He's just a little guy. So, this Mimic or not really accidentally, ate the Barbarian's full-on backpack, so items and all, so all the healing items, all the, his spare javelins and things like that, so the Barbarian has to ask nicely for the Mimic to hand him his stuff. And because there was the whole deal of, the way to tame a Mimic is just to give them stuff, he has to say nice things to the Mimic. But there's a problem. The human is constantly going, you little... Insert a, insult here, you little sack, you little da-da-da-da-da. He's just mad that, the Dragonborn Salamander, or, sorry, Salamander, has a Mimic backpack. Really. So... it's a constant fight between the Dragonborn getting on the Mimic's good side so he could get the right stuff, and not trying to agree with the human fighter about the fact that all of his stuff got stolen by a Mimic. And the current character I'm working on now, their name is Willow. They are a technically it's a homebrew, but way too many people play as it. So they are technically a familiar cat, but the wizard that summoned them just let them do whatever they please for the most part. And they are a monk of the Drunken Fist variety. And I'll tell you, this cat has done the most damage. This cat has done over 266 damage to the party. If you're wondering why, it's because the cat has so many dimensional pockets. Because they're a little cat. They're not going to be able to carry a whole bow staff, especially without thumbs. They have to pull it out with their teeth. Anyway, they had grenades and alcohol because Drunken Fist. And someone introduced someone we are not naming introduced an axe made of fire to their person, causing kaboom. The initial explosion caused about 157 kaboom damage because of all the grenades and the barrels of accelerants, let's call it that. But also the cave-in, because they are in the Underdark. Oh, I honestly, I don't really know exactly how they look like. Like, they described them vaguely. Like, human with somewhat spiky yellow hair. Okay. And then I'm just going up the description of the armor by some of the armor I gave him and gave a description of. And then he just said he was a red dragonborn, so going off of that. The mimic is completely my own thought child. I mean, it's not like I would invite them, or I could eventually at one point invite them to the VC and we could talk about how they want to get themselves to look like. But that's a different, some not now time thing, ideally. Like, I'm pretty sure they appreciate, like, some sort of, anything made of their characters, even if it's vague, as it is. Gonna have to move you back, little guy. There you go. Or it's time to add a little bit of fur to the kitten. Now, I'm not 100% sure how well this is going to work. Essentially, I'm just going to do the ye old hair method. You shrink. I mean, yeah, there is a little bit of enjoyment about just going. Yeah, you did explain your character enough, so I'm going to make him look like I honestly can't unsee it, honestly. Low poly Virgil with Super Saiyan from Devil May Cry. But, like, in the rain. Like, not the best description, but not inaccurate, you know? Okay, so we center this. Go blip, blip, blip. Honestly, I should have used this for the tail. A bit skinnier then. Okay. Bring it forward. And we bring it backwards. So, yeah. I'm... Honestly, I wasn't really sure how I was gonna do the hair, to be fair. Because, you know, it's a cat. It has fur everywhere. It's kind of a bit on the annoying side, if you ask me. Because, well, it's cat fur on the everywhere. Not having it dissuade me, but there's a little bit of a really should I be doing this? So I was gonna do like how you see like drawn on some cartoons where they have like just a little bit of it drawn out. Kinda like how it is now. And just for this one I want to mirror it on the sphere. Cause I'm pretty sure like other than the whiskers and things of that nature, they have that like sort of fur that kind of like crawls out. I don't personally own a cat. I haven't actually had a cat in, or sorry, not had, seen a cat in a very long time, like a house cat. Other than like the occasional like shorts and stuff, but those are only like instances. So definitely not incredibly memorable to keep in my mind, I guess, would be the way to phrase it. Okay, now all I need to do is go back over here. See which way flattening is the right way. See? Is it a Z? It is a Z. Huzzah! And give us a couple more. Also censor it on the face. They're gonna pre-shrink it. Alright, this time, whiskers. I'm pretty sure cats have those, right? They like curl and go ha 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 ha. No, I'm not gonna make a French cat. That was a joke, I swear. I swear. See. Actually, thinking about it, it's supposed to be like practically just a straight line, isn't it? Like a whole like billboard on their face going, ah, there's a thingy touching my face hair. Away with thee, sort of thing, right? That's how cat fur work. Whiskers work. Sorry. I would need an expert. Where's our local cat girls? Cat girl tubers, we need you. Stat. I have the brain cells for this. Let's see, can I make it even skinnier? Yes, I can. Haha, perfect. Minus the perfect part. Hold on, you're supposed to be unconnected only. How dare you? That evil and uncalled for. Perfect. Minus the perfect part. But perfect. That's a question. Bring it backwards. You know, yeah, curving it backwards is valid. Oh, that was supposed to be the end piece. I thought I grabbed that one. Oopsies. Ah, yes. The most meowest of whiskers. Hi, Kelso. Thank you for the blankie. It's very much appreciated. I was very cold.
Till
Not a
Daddy's
spot a
head
lie.
explodes.
Wow. Wow. The betrayal was real, but the cat go meow. Ah, there we go. I am going to give essentially hairstyle to cats. You judge not. Twist it. Eh. Yeah. 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 But if people are allowed to have cow legs, and this is technically a possessed cat, it's allowed too, right? I feel like it should be allowed, you know. I think this one should follow a different circle. There's a different circle. Cool. You, I need you to follow this circle. Alright, circle. I need you to subdivide. Right. Oh no, it's just the D&D part, Gilsa. D&D is still tomorrow. Roughly. By the way, you know, your favorite thing with a hammer? Oh yeah, that's a swabby cat. That's a swabby drunken cat. Oh, oops. To where there's that. Because I need to be inside it. Wait. Is that completely wrong? And I regret every decision. Sideways. Can you select a piece? Oh man. I swear, that's my problem with Blender most of the time. I'm trying to select a piece to do a thing. And it just doesn't. Oh, the... Oh, it might be on the other YouTube. But yeah, I do multi-stream to get both canvases of YouTube, everybody. If you're tired of watching from either PC, you want to get on your phone, but still want to watch, that is an option. But again, not just saying for those that want to be familiar with it. And hello, Toaster. Hope you're having a good evening. And I didn't realize I'd be searching for. Definitely didn't think I'd be called someone's treasure. I will not lie about that. That's a new one. But I do hope you're having a good evening. Not the elastic. The elastic grab is a different type of monstrosity. I think skinnier cat is the way. Skinify this cat. I think I need to. I think that does it. Like I said, you're just being weird to be weird. Okay, so. You are gonna merge, dissolve. Dissolve? Oh! It's a bunch of vertices. That's what it is. That makes so much sense. I hate it. Okay, what's going on here? Is it a gap? What the heck? Hmm. That's a weird one. I mean, it's still weird, but... Evil random point out there. There we go. And there we go. Aha. It works. And thank you, Kelsa. I just never know when it works whenever I do a method. Okay. So I'm not going to go into like perfection detail. I'll say that would take too many days, months, years. Maybe a third of a lifetime. So I think we should start getting into the process of coloring. So if memory serves... Alright, happy sleepy sleep. Their cat is of the... like, dark brown. With a... cut out red sheen. Sort of along the lines of that. Now, I think if I wanted to... Hold on, I need to pull this up really quick. I'm essentially gonna semi-cheat a little bit. I mean, roughly. It's not like a full-on cheat, but it's to make it a little bit easier on myself. So open, drag it up there. Okay, and then we go into the shader. I think we just delete you. Add in an image texture. Put in that fur on the surface. And question life. Huh. Okay. Let's bring back that and add the image texture. Let's see. I assume if I did here, yeah, it would just do the same thing. And then if I do this here, nothing. Forget how to do it. I don't like I could just shove it in the middle. Yeah, because it doesn't. I like how this worked on a different thing that I can't really show. But I can't get it to work here. Oh, I think I know what it is. For some reason, it's like zoomed all the way into it. Okay. Okay, I believe I need texture coordinates. And then mapping. Vector to vector. Did this go here? How's it turn blue? Sunny? How did it turn blue? There was blue in the image? Something isn't mathing here. I don't think something's mathing correctly. Okay. Yeah, definitely a weird situation. Okay, that's better though. I think there was a mixing colors that's possible. Go here. Go here. Believe. Tell me the error just tells me it's an error. Great. But the question is, how do I reform that one? Okay, actually, if I subdivide it more, does that... Hmm. Hmm. Definitely a choice if I do it like this. Yeah, I need a different setting to work. Actually on the face. Hmm. 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 Well, okay, you can see the fur on the back now. Roughly. Okay, so going on the Z does nothing. Hmm. Zooms in, it seems like. I kind of wonder why this looks so odd. Guess I sculpted it, maybe? Could be very possible it's because of the way I sculpted it. That still has no... Hmm. I don't think that does anything. Two. 2.2. Like, it would be really nice if we had some sort of camera or something. Like, while we're in this to see what it's looking at. Heck, some tools here would be nice. Like, other than stamping, I'd like to be able to, like, right? Annotation's not going to do anything. Um. Hmm. Nope. Yeah, that did absolutely nothing. Well, I guess that cheat is not a cheat. Hmm. What was it? It was object to vector, and then generate location, I believe. Might actually be. Eh. Definitely looks funny. I wonder if because I don't have repeat image on. Hmm. Uh. Input color. Hmm. Oh, doesn't matter. And then take that off. Hmm. This one looks a little bit better. Not by much. I mean, technically, as a familiar, they look. Oh, wait. I think I got characters confused. Right. I was thinking of the, Right, the monk drunk cat is a kitten. I. Ooh, can't believe I forgot about that. That is. Hey, embarrassing. I did a whoopsies chat. Interesting. Let's also change this to 6. I mean, I'm just gonna be fair. This is the most accurate we had it so far. We have it so far. Even though it's like a lot of stretch detail, I honestly don't know how to get it to work. Hmm. I mean, there is the one simple thing of just grab all of you. There is just a simple thing of keeping it like that, going into the particles. So changing this back to the timeline. You know, and going with the hair method, which I'm not a big fan of, mostly because of how inconsistent it is. By inconsistent, I mean how it just does not want to work. Like, sure, that looks great and all, but, well, okay. Great being a loaded word. To 5. Because there's always, you know, the particle edit are on snipping. And a bit more snipping here. Come on, Blender, I need you to delete the f***ing hair. Why I have trust issues, chat. That's why I have trust issues. Stop, it got the hair. Now I gotta add the hair back. And we go back to brushing. Um, Rar. Okay, I'm unselecting. Unselect a cat! Holy heck! Okay. Um. Hmm. Thing is, I don't know how to change anything about the actual like hair composition. Like in the particles, like technically it's brown fur with white tips is their style. I know that because they told me that. Um, I do not know how this is gonna go, but yeah, like a cat that got scared, I swear. Hmm. Right, I don't think the I don't think there's enough thickness to the fur to actually like warrant any form of, well, coloring. That makes sense. I'll admit, it does look very wood. But because we did some bits, it's actually too long. Huh. Okay. 0.05. Hmm. Technically, that's a bit more accurate. The ears get their puffing out. Sure. Not out, but like with the ear. That I know, because I can just look at my puppy dog Coco. Right, Coco? You're Coco. Okay, Coco's distracted. Coco has very many things to Coco about. Beautiful puppy dog, though. She's Coco. They're magnificent. And then we cut some more. Or, attempt to cut, and then, Blender says, no, denials. Denials of the hair treatment. Be with you, hair. You are evil and uncalled for. I'm not like, kind of like that for a little bit better. It's not perfect, obviously. But that's just kind of impossible at this point. Hair around the eye. Other eye. Okay, I'm just gonna stop worrying about the hair. Because it's gonna drive me crazy with this freaking particle effects. I am clicking this. Holy heck. That was a little on the annoying side. Gonna name a cat. Just to make it easier to see. Oh, wait, no, I think the whiskers should be... Yeah, keep it white. Wait. Or should they be black? What looks worse? Yeah, let's go with black. Okay, as for everything else, I think we just need to start adding some eyeballs. Ideally. Rotational on the x-axis! Alright, put it right in the middle of the head. Bring to hopefully fit. It most definitely not fit. Edit mode. Mirror. Mirror, mirror, we have no walls. Don't be mean. It's for Argall. I would not want to be a cat that has that sort of eyeball. That was a little bit on the scurry side. Okay. Gonna make this one simple. And a whole eye. Make it slightly yellow. A little bit on the metallic side. Then we make the abyss that is its pupil. I don't remember what their eye color was. I want to say blue. And then we hit Control R. Go onto the very edge. Like that. Like that. Still not like that. Still not like that. Not like that either. I swear. Thank you. I was gonna say, I swear it worked before. Holy heck. Okay. Now I want to do probably a weird thing. Select. Check or deselect. It almost works. It almost works. Killing the particle, by the way. It works a lot better with that. Yeah. let's see. Grab a cube, shrink down, put the middle right on the nose, literally. That way. Edit mode. Cut it in half. Move the half fronts. Cut it in half again, move that up. Cut it in half again, move it to right around there. Grab the whole bottom. Worst nostrils I've ever attempted to make. Gotta do it again. Except I won't. Then I grab edge, 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 bevel. Edge, 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 also bevel. Whole thing. Bring it in. Upper edge, also bevel. Bottom edges. Not expect that type of bevel. Huh. Solve. Solve. Grab this upper half. Roll a little bit. Just grab the bottom half. Huzzah! It goes yeah. Okay, well, if I remember correctly from their cat, it'll just be easier to go click, click, assign new light. And then they got little cannibal socks. Memory serves. Again, I could be wrong. Pretty sure they'd tell me if I was wrong. Right, Willow? Saying that 100%, knowing they're not here. Alright. Same to the end of their tail. Click. Assign. And then that was a number 1, by the way. Very great button, by the way. Would recommend. It's almost, you know, number 1 in stats. I swear, I got better jokes. Just I don't have better jokes. I'm a liar. Okay. Now the tip of the ear. And all the inside. At the outside. Uh, I mean, it doesn't have to be an even. It could just be like, it's a fur pattern. Nothing says a fur pattern has to be exactly like, not a fingerprint. Does have to cover the whole of it though. Of the intended areas, I mean. And then okay. Now give me you. I had an idea. It involves attempting to be a smarticles about this. I did say attempt, so this is probably going to look a little cursed. I'm pretty sure there's some that has it to where the cat has like a, what's it called? Little multi points on the tip of the hair because of, well, hair. Not 100% sure how it looks like. Given, you know, the frequency of frequency. Apparently, I'm a lot worse at words than I thought I was. Didn't think I was that bad though. Probably not really a needed detail. I do want to grab one more. I think this is actually something. Again, seen on that the PFP. Which was like a sort of half sprout sort of look, if that makes sense. Kind of like this. Try to move these a little bit further this way. This works, maybe? Okay. Okay, that's what it was. Okay. Oh, I said this one. Thank you. This one. Wait, I could just probably delete these vertices. Makes it a little bit easier. Except for you. Did not realize how, expected that wasn't going to be. Wow, okay. That screwed that one up. Kinda massively, too. Who else but me, huh? Hmm. All the end pieces here. Sort of merge them, essentially. Gotta love the fact that I can't be satisfied until I screw it up. It's a good thing I got priorities. Or stubbornness. Yeah, probably stubbornness more accurately. To stubbornness. To stubbornness, everybody. 3 cheers. 8 cheers? Save the cheerleader, save the world? Oh, that's a show I haven't watched in forever. Anybody else remember Heroes? I don't know why this one's being so... I don't know. Edge? You know, I'm just kind of realizing it. Why does it kind of look like, what was it called? What was it called? Hello, Polly Lighting. Also, one second, everybody. Kind of realized I did a non-bueno, a dumb, if you will, a... You want to lay next to the pillow. But I want to keep the cooling blanket cool on the part I put my head near. Don't look at me like that. It's a reasonable request. It's my bed. You had a bed. You refused to use your bed. That is not my fault. You went, I don't want to touch it. Whenever I made sure it was a nice, comfy, filled-in thing until he unfilled it a little bit. She didn't break it, just to clarify. It was just... She laid on it so much that the stuffing became... squished. Yeah. No other real way to say it. It became from stuffing to squished. Very funny if you think about it. Also, I'll be trying a new Dubby flavor today. Always sponsored by Dubby, by the way. Cherry lime. It was supposed to be a sour flavor, but I got something else instead. The cherry and lime. So this is gonna be a flavor reaction, I guess, today. Alright, bottoms left. I would take this over yuzu. I'm a diehard fan for the yuzu Japanese flavor, but cherry lime, holy heck. It's kind of fantastic. And the whiskers to the body, Control J. The eyeball! I forgot to. Control A. Okay. Don't worry, chat, I'm only dumb. But not immeasurably dumb. Yeah, I'm kind of immeasurably dumb, but no, there's no recovering. I just failed so horribly on that. Alright. So let's see how we can do this. And yes, we are still not done with the cat. Technically, we're done with the cat as a body. But now we need to do the, all the evil. So, center. At center should give me a really decent roundedness with this. Click, click. Shrink into the center. There we go. Needed a somewhat pill look. Sure, I could have just gone circle and just dragged the bottom half, but felt like this was easier. Given I do still need to grab essentially these pieces. Rude. Bring them out a bit. Oh, by the way, this is gonna be their backpack. If I never said that. Now I have. Arms a little bit to their body because, well, they are cat. Okay. And then we cut it in half like that, and move that up a little bit. And then my favorite, beveling. I swear, beveling's fucking amazing. Okay, so before I continue with that, let's make their little vest. So we need a plane and a shrink wrap. Shrink wrap upon the targets. Okay. So, how this normally works is correctly, but given we lack the correctness part of it, we're just gonna have to do our best. I thought I grabbed this piece. Oh, stop touching the face. Hmm. Okay. This is not gonna do it, so we're gonna have to do it with the meshing. I believe I remember how to do that. I'm still in corners. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Have the knife. Especially from here. Here. Enter. None of these pieces. Okay. Looks like I'm gonna need another knife. Go from here. 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 The method to the madness, I swear. Also, thank you, cutting tool. As for anything else, essentially needs to cover everything else. Because we're looking for presentable front, not really sides, so I could be a little bit more forgiving if the sides don't look great. Like with any other form of art project, right? Ideally. Okay, so we are going to Shift D, remove selection. Maybe I should have made it a little bit more sure, especially with this one. Stop that. Okay. You, you, and you. Kind of regret my decision, what I said before about not caring. Okay. And then for all of these, just straighten them out. Straighten it out.
No.
Thank you, Bear, for the surprise. I'm glad that's working now. So weird that wasn't working yesterday. But congratulations, you capped someone. Also, that worked a lot faster than it did before. I am actually happy about that. Okay, and we change all of this to a new hand material. And we solidify. Give it some thickness. It needs to comfortably hold the cat and the baggage. Flipping, grab. Go like that. I need you to go hidey. Should have done that before. I don't know why I haven't. Okay, so we just grab these guys, faces, then we grab the edges. Mine is you. I don't want to grab this. See if I could make it a more. Yeah, that makes me feel a little bit better. Just a little bit better. Nice. Honestly, this is the far as I can know, and for myself, best method of making a shirt on a model. If you already got the model already upped, you know. Obviously, not perfect, but who needs perfection? When it's the mistakes people love. I say it, but then, you know, I go, I don't know, mistakes, why, blood. I love being a hypocrite. It's the only thing I've been taught since birth. Oh god, I hate how true that is, actually. Oh no. Why is that a truth? Why is that the most true? Hate it. I kinda hate it now. Oof. Okay, so let's remove these vertices. No, this piece, what the keeps selecting something behind. Where? Talking about opposite in an X-ray. It shouldn't be selecting anything. There we go. Oh, I was getting a bit mad. Okay. So, essentially what I'll be doing after I select... Hmm. Huh. I could probably just smooth it later. Bothered me a little bit. It just needs a couple more faces, you know? Yeah, let's just... I could subdivide them a little bit. Doesn't work, okay. Okay. It's whatever at the moment. The mirroring is relatively complete. Now I'm going to grab these two, bring them together. Okay, fine. One at a time. But a little worried about the fact that they were pulling each other. Symmetry. There we go. Be a little less thick. Okay, so that should do that. I'm going to go into sculpt mode and see if I can a little bit of this. That's a bit better. Definitely makes me feel better about it. And pull on this a little bit. Oh, pinch. Usually the pinch is a lot more assertive than that, but grab, pull, grab and pull. Then we get to this. Make the cloth look more clothy. Yeah. We love it. Let's see. Now I want to grab this, or actually all of these. Would just be easier if I just went C. Expand the row. Nice. And then click, 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 click. Oh. Level. I don't know. One seemed good enough. Yeah. By the way, yes. This is not a sleeping bag. That's the keg the cat uses. I realize I may go a little too far. Wait. Just these two. A little sneaker. Wait, I can't make a... Meow. 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 You know what? No. It'd probably just be a lot easier if I went with a circle curve. Bring it up. So, just for people that don't know, the cat has a little sippy straw. I am attempting to make the straw of sippies. It's beautiful. I think it's gonna actually kind of look like a gas mask more than anything. Honestly, a gas mask sort of style does sound a little funnier though. But it's a canonical swirly straw now that I remember fully. Hmm. Yeah, three seems right. Ideally, I would like to just go there. I'll be gravitied, rotational, gravitied. But let's get a little praise with this. Behind the head, twice. No, under the neck, front of the chest, over the head. Cover the backpack a little. There we go. The Kool-Aid. It goes out the bag, over the body, under the bag, a little bit. Between the straps that are eventually going to go there and into the mouth. The perfect swirly dirly whirly dirly early burly straw, right? The swirly dirly straw. Doesn't go through the ear though. That's going to be my only restriction. The ear is off limits. But ain't it beautiful? I cry. Make a big old straw to get a lot of this. No. Yeah, that seems. Uh. I was trying to see if I could do something about these sharp corners. I just. Huh. Interesting. Okay, interesting in the fact that that could be a way of animating them sipping. Just do that. Slurp, 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 slurp. Right? Hello, Cold. Hope you're doing alright. How's your evening? We were just finishing up Drinky Cat. Well, not really finishing up. But getting the straw from their bag so they could drink it along to go. Because why not? Ah. But yeah, how are you doing tonight? You have anything you want to yell about? Alright, what color should the straw be? The colors of the straw should be something that would bring fear upon their enemies. Neon pink, you're right. Shiny neon pink for the flair. Still straw, so it's going to be, you know, somewhat transparent eventually, at some point. Because we love the transparency. It makes the straw so much more powerful. Right? Let's start getting colors into this dimension. So relatively a darkly tan bag. But for this, it's the barrel of the heaviest of drinks. So I think it gets a little bit more, without being too abrasive about it, brownie points. Character. Yeah, that sounds about like me whenever I'm trying to make anything that isn't of a humanoid shape. I struggle with humanoid shapes, as you can see over there. Why I went, okay, I made a good enough blueprint. I'ma make a billion of them. That's what all these guys, well, except for the guy in the armor. He was, he started off as a chest piece, then the arms, then the leg armor, then the skirt. And then I just put a head on top of it. Sloth bear. Sloth bear. Are you trying to make him in Blender or pen to paper? Would it be more slender and long, or would it be more chubby and, well, obviously it's going to have claws because of the sloth portion. I'm kind of imagining a sort of like a panda bear, roughly, with the multicolors. So like a sort of like how I'm imagining it is sculpt mode, make sure we're symmetrized. So let's see, like the head's like, you know, blocky from the bear influence, right? Is what I'm imagining. But it has that really long sloth-like snout. Yeah. 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 So sort of kind of like that. The eyes get like a sort of rounded feel to them. From the sloth influence, you know? A little bit wider. And I guess for like the ears, it would still be like semi-rounded, but like really, really droopy. You know? Oh, sloth bears exist? I thought you were like doing a sort of hybrid. I will not lie. Huh. Well, I guess all I could say is meet Tom. He's our inspirational judger of the human. He judges the human at all times. Judge. Judge. We know what you did, Huey. We know what you did. Judge. Judge. Rah. Well, I was trying to take like a couple of characteristics I know from the predetermined bear and a slot, so I was just trying to play with combining. Can you select this? Thank you. So where was I? All right, causing more trouble. But I don't know how I could sometimes just be able to imagine someone else's thing a lot better than going for my own. I feel really, really dumb about that. Like again, I was trying to make like a map for tomorrow's session in D&D. It was just not gonna go very well. So I'm just gonna be sitting on essentially really basic stuff. I mean, Bear. At the same time, I could use this one for the one I promised you. If I could get like a better mental image of it, I swear I keep like kind of imagining it, and then it just morphs like some sort of animorph. That's a series I haven't seen in, or sorry, not seen, read in so long. Wonder if they're still doing books. They really like using the method of, we almost got him. Oh yeah, someone had a problem. What do you mean? Oh yeah, as you were biting the big bad as a rattlesnake, Tommy turned into a bird for 2 hours. Why did he turn into a bird for 2 hours? He was in a bird cage, and he was afraid if he turned back, he'd go crish, crish, crunch. How'd he get caught? He went to sleep in bird form. How'd he go to sleep? He got tranked. That's not going to sleep! Man. Sorry, I guess I was going with my own mental, like, battle with that. Like, what the heck, man? And yes, we did have we were talking a little bit more about the Mecha Bear, but there's still questions about, well, mostly posture. Because starting off, it could, start off like these guys in a, somewhat team pose, or is it going to be more of a hunched over sort of mech? There's just a lot more stuff that I kind of need to work with before we work with, if that makes sense. And then there's going to be I need to hold up room. Like, do you want to have to where you have a mouth where you go ah blah 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 blah, like my skeletal bird? Bird goes blah. Or do you want it to have it to where it's a stoic face, but every time you talk, you essentially like old Saturday cartoons, like Voltron. I think some of the Transformers, like Soundwave. Yeah, a lot of those mechanized shows where they have it to where when they turn on the speaker, the eyes of the thing start glowing. Then it kind of goes over to the fingers. Do you want it to be like a sort of? Do you want it to be segmented? There's just so much more to go with. But it's going to be your model. I don't want to go, okay, I made this thing, here you go, and you went, well, I had no input. I'm not going to say go screw yourself. I kind of want to make sure you are going to, you have enough input into it that you feel satisfied with how it's going to come out. Probably the best way for us to do that, honestly, is we need to get into VC at one point while I'm doing an art stream to start on your art. I think that's all it really needs to do. So I'll take the default for the most part. I mean, we could if you have enough time. It's just going to be. We're going to have to get a little bit more information before we fully start. Oh, Bear already has a few references. It's just a matter of putting together ones that we like. And yeah, essentially this time next week. Yeah, I got it. Convert the dash. Oh, you guys need to be converted to dash first. That makes sense. Alright. Ah. Mesh. My guys. Y'all supposed to stay white. Become the whites. Embrace your white fairiness. There we go. You're on the week vacation again? Ooh. And yeah, there's always room to give him more ideas. In generalness, I do believe that for the bear, at the very least, we're looking at a plump, not really plump, a chunky guy, right? Like he's not gonna be like these guys. He's gonna be like chunky. Like that's the arm to the torso, roughly. Maybe more on the big bear because big bear go rawr. 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 There we go. Rawr. Rawr, rawr, rawr. Anyway. You know, at some point, Bear, I'm gonna have to ask you to make a character and see if I could add him as a BBEG. Just a really haunted sort of bear, or maybe like some sort of undead thing, or maybe like a chimera mixed with a hook core. So essentially, imagine a hook core is a creature with sort of not really mantis-like limbs, but they jut out as a sort of blade, roughly. But at the end, it hooks all the way back in, like a fishing hook, and it's a vicious son of a gun. Completely blind, unless it's a chimera. And they have a relatively large beak, like a I don't know if you've ever seen the octopies, where it's essentially bigger circle. Just to make it easier to show me. X 180, Z 180. So sort of like that. Obviously, a lot sharper on the end because they are carnivorous. So, like, kind of getting that, I'll put it on the bear pieces, and they're about like 11 feet tall, I believe. They're of the large companies, and there's the fact that they are incredibly good at ambushes. So you could just be walking, and because they're blindsight, they don't have to be looking at you. They have incredible smell. You could just be walking in a group and suddenly you just hear a whoosh. And you're missing like 3 people. Just from one. They're like, the sharpness of their hook claws are so good that they actually cut through some very durable steel. Like, honestly, I don't know why people travel to the Underdark. That place hurts. It hurts a lot. What's going on here? Seriously, what is going on here? What? Bit weird. Huh? Oh, I forgot it about you. Special little beans. I'll take those. We take those. We don't take whatever the heck that is right there. Haha. Nighty ugly. Alright. I think that's a very decent tent. I do kind of want to just like roll the head a bit though. Just ears. That is not the ears. That is the ears. That is more than just the ears. There's the ears. Yeah. Because they're a little kitten. They got a big old head. Big old kitty cat head. Yeah. Big old kitty cat head. Good kitty cat. Alright, but I do believe this is the wrong one. I think that's enough detail on a cat. The kitten cat. The Kung Fu Monk Fu Habadabadabadoo cat. The cat that punched a werewolf and survived. Type of cat. Actually, one little thing. Don't know why. Don't like the fully forward facing eyeballs. See if we can sometimes it just doesn't look right for some reason. Well, let me get you. The snout. Too much snout. Too much snout. Assawies. Too much snout. I didn't mean it, while totally meaning it. It wasn't me, I swears. Wow, I really screwed up the eyes. Let's just call that a monk feat. Elongation. Yeah, let's go with that. It's beautiful. Alright, so let's grab you, and go bye-bye! Oh, crap. So, let's see, we still have the camera, so let's see how the next family photo is gonna look. Probably Horde. I hit rotate Z-axis. Thank you. Alright, chat. We ready for the family photo? We still need the halfling, the drow, and the other drow. But this should do it. I have clicked the button. The button does not disappoint. It does look like the Dragonborn's hungry to eat the Virgil. You can't deny that. That looks like... You gonna eat that? What? I'm in danger! Ah, vertical can't see it. My head's covering the kitten. What about this one? Yay? Nay? 17? I'ma save it anyway. Family of smitten kittens. Save as image. I think the happiest one is still the mimic. Look at his little face. He's just enjoying life. And we're gonna save. Alright, so that is the end for today, because I feel like if I go more than 2 hours of doing art, I start going crazy. Not sure how crazy, but it might be a cupcake involved. So, that is going to be the end of tonight. Next stream, which is tomorrow, midnight. Ideally, we should have some, D&D ready. We're finally going to get answers of what the party is going to be doing. Because even though they all died horrendously to a cave-in after a drunk cat exploded. Because the human fighter could not keep his mind. Y'all are gonna figure out why they're keeping their character sheets and why they're gonna continue them. But for now, if you do not mind, I hope everybody says goodbye to YouTube, and YouTube, I hope you all say goodbye to Twitch. You've all been fantastic tonight. Words, letters, sentences. I'm saying this just to prolong the fact that there might be a delay and give you all a good time to, or enough time to go bye-bye with the wavy boogly boogly bye. Alright, I think that's enough.